Hey everybody, here's a tip that might help you when you're hunting off the ground this fall. If you hunt out of a ground blind, whether it's a prefab ground blind or a makeshift ground blind that you made yourself in the woods, a good tip is to laser, after you shoot your animal, laser that spot and know exactly where that animal was standing. This is key information if you have to blood trail that deer after the fact. So what I like to do is I get in here, I like to have some pre-arranged measurements, but if we're hunting an alfalfa field today, and it's really hard to do that. It's hard to pick out a spot. So if a deer comes in, and let's say it's right over here, and okay, I shot the deer and he's standing about right there. I laser it, 36 yards. Okay, that tells me a lot. Not just the fact that, okay, did I use the right pin? Did I hit high? Did I hit low? But when it's time to come out and look for blood, you walk out in an alfalfa field, everything looks the same, and what you might think was, oh, he was standing over here, you get out there, you might be way off. So what you want to do is if you have somebody to help you, that's ideal. If you're either hunting with a friend or afterwards, after you're done hunting, somebody comes to pick you up, or you can text them saying, hey, I need help blood trailing. You can go and say, okay, walk, 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 left, right, left, point them in the direction right there. And then you can actually take the measurement. Oh, actually, you know, you're 6 yards off. If your buddy's out there and he's 30 yards, you knew you shot 36. That's a really important thing to keep in mind when you're hunting off the ground, because like I said, everything looks the same when you're done. So keep that in mind, and then after you know the distance, then always mark the last spot where you saw that deer. That's hard in a ground blind. A lot of times you're kind of peering out the window, you're watching a deer run off, you're looking through another window to see where he ran. But anything, okay, I shot him there, last place I saw him was over there, or he went over that ridge. You never know when you're gonna use that, because a lot of times it's hard to find blood, and maybe that last spot, you go to there, oh, you just picked up the blood trail. It's helped me numerous times in the woods find my deer, and I'm always happy that I've done it. You know, this is my favorite time of the day. After work, I always shoot at least one arrow, sometimes two, sometimes three, sometimes a dozen or more, but at least one arrow just to keep myself sharp leading up to bow season. I'm gonna cheat, 32 yards. But a lot of people have been asking, you know, what's the key to bow hunting as far as putting a deer down quickly? Well, it's about penetration with your arrow. The more you can penetrate, the better off you're going to be able to hemorrhage that deer, because that's what bow hunting is all about. It's all about causing hemorrhaging to the deer, quick blood loss. And you do that through a couple things. You do that through, obviously, the weight, the draw weight of your bow. And you also do it through your arrow, your broadhead especially. We're going to talk about that later. But your arrow. So the thing about these skinny arrows, this is almost 10 grains an inch. This FMJ, this is the deep 6. It's 9.8-ish grains per inch. You're talking about a really chunky arrow that's skinny, if that makes any sense. And that's the key to putting that arrow through the deer. But it doesn't make a lot of noise coming out of my bow, which is important on those shots. For me, 35 yards is about my distance, about my max that I'm going to take on a deer. I can shoot farther than that on this practice range, but I'm not going to do it on a deer. But just listen to this. Quiet, deadly, and accurate. That's what you want in your hunting arrow.